When my twin boys were 5 months old, I went into their doctor's appointment feeling like I'd settled into the swing of things as a new mom. But something wasn't quite right. I was sitting in the hospital room when suddenly a team of doctors and students, all in white coats, came to the door. A doctor I'd never met before told us that our son Nash would develop normally and that our son Jack had a rare brain malformation and epilepsy. I left the appointment feeling completely lost. As life moved on in a blur of appointments and treatments, I experienced the reality of dealing with a neurological diagnosis for my child. It was difficult for other people to understand, and the isolation really affected my mental health. Then, days before Jack's first brain surgery, I came across a post from a mama named Jessica, whose son was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy and was not expected to live past 1 year. Her message was beautifully heartbreaking, that they would find the joy within the pain and enjoy every moment of Lewiston's life together. I had the reality check that I needed. My son was still alive. If Lewiston's mom can find joy in the pain, surely I can too. I reached out to her to let her know how much her words meant to me. A day after her son passed away, Jessica reached out to help me. She said that helping me would give her a reason to get out of bed. We are both celiac, and I remember how she brought me the most amazing gluten-free food to the hospital. But more than that, she was a real medical mom who just got it. We became instant friends. Jessica's journey was a huge source of inspiration for me to connect more and to give back. I opened up more to my medical community online. I chose to give back through yearly fundraisers for the Children's Hospital, and I became a louder advocate for epilepsy awareness. I continued to strive to find the joy within the grief as I went through the extreme highs and lows of this journey. It didn't come easily, as epilepsy had beat us down time and time again. His first and second surgeries gave him only temporary relief from the seizures, and they left him further disabled, including partial vision loss. On top of getting through each daily challenge, it was agonizing for us parents to have to choose between relieving seizures, which weaken the body, and not doing further damage through surgery. We chose the third surgery to completely disconnect the right hemisphere of his brain. A year went by with extensive therapies to help him adapt from what he had lost from surgery. We went through 7 grueling months of a medwean where we hardly recognized our son. And then, no seizures. Our last neurology appointment was weird. Weird in a good way. It wasn't the usual bad news after bad news, or new plans, or trial and error, or planning surgeries. It was, he's doing so well. We don't need an EEG for a year. We don't need to see him for 6 months. I walked out of the appointment, and Jack and I walked hand in hand to the cafeteria. He wanted a juice. And as we walked out of the cafeteria, I looked down the hall to the elevators, the hall where we had walked a million times. A place that feels like a second home, very comforting and familiar. I started to feel this foreign emotion in my body, and as I choked back tears, I had realized I had not let myself feel joy, true joy, for so many years. To imagine a life where we weren't admitted, a life where the EEG is only yearly, it felt so unbelievable for me at that moment. The joy and gratitude and pain of it all was overwhelming, but then I knew that not only is my son alive, but so am I.